The road towards successful, lasting solutions for treatment of snoring and sleep apnea can have plenty of bumps along the way. Hello, I am Dr. Dustin Lively, and together with the rest of my team, we can lend a valuable helping hand. If you have trouble with snoring or have had a sleep study and are struggling with your prescribed therapy, call us at Easy Sleep Solutions, 580-782-2027, or go to the letters EZSleepSolutions.com.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Welcome back to Latta as we get set for Elimination Thursday here on Classic Hits 97.7. Also on Facebook page and also on OKSports.tv. Good to have you alongside. And you win and you keep playing. You lose and you'll play tomorrow something other than softball because the season will have come to a close. So we look forward to this one. It should be a good one. Cashion lost their first ball game 12-1 to Amber Pocasset this morning. And kind of like in the Mangum game, Amber Pocasset jumped out to a big early lead and cruised. They scored, 12 times in the first two innings, or actually 11 times the first two innings to kind of salt that one away. In the ball game against Latta that just concluded for Mangum, they scored first in the first inning and then surrendered 6 runs and actually outscored the Panthers the rest of the way, but could never climb the hill that they had made and ended up losing the ball game by a final score of 7-3. So we've got Elimination Thursday coming your way. Mangum won the toss, so they will be the home team here this afternoon for game number 2. As we look forward to it, and defensively, Mangum will go with Brent Woodworth in the circle. Hadley Zachary, the catcher. Melissa Dreyer is over at first. The second baseman, Holly Lehman-Webb. Maddie Paxton is at third base. Morgan White, with blood all over her shin, is at shortstop. Landry Lively, Lauren York, and Jalen Griffin from left to right in the outfield. First pitch swinging, fouled and out of play. Story Finnegar, and we're underway. Finnegar, the center fielder for this group from Cashion, down to the count 0-1. It'll be Finnegar, Ella Sunken, and Kyla Brunson in the first inning for Cashion in their road black uniforms. 1-1 to Finnegar downstairs. We'll talk more about Morgan White and that left shin that is bloodied. This one back to 1 now on Finnegar. Cashion 8-10 that loss. 18-50. We welcome Caitlin Jenner. Caitlin Huckabee. And the count will level off at 2-2.
The beak of our camera is in the field of play.
Turn your microphone on.
The beak of our camera is in the field of play.
Yes, and anything that comes back this way will obliterate it. Earlier this season, we had legs that gave out. And the whole camera may give out. Popped up on the infield in foul territory. Paxton will make the catch, and Morgan White right into her at the end of it. That's Maddie's ball all the way, so a little bit of confusion. Nonetheless, the foul out is recorded. One gone here in the first. Sunken is the first baseman for this group from Cashion.
Maddie is so calm, cool, and collected.
She is. I've known her for a long time, and she just does not get excited.
It's like, yeah, we're playing Sunday afternoon, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a good time. Yep.
Like I said, we know since she's a little kid. And there would be times I try to irritate her a little bit just to get her. Nah, I'm not going to have any of it. Ball 2 outside to Sunken actually levels the count on Ella at 1-1. Left-handed hitter. And really haven't seen a lot of those in tournament play so far. They've been few and far between. 1-1 pitch on the way. Woodruss, swing and a miss. Good pitch there. And the count goes to 1-2 on Ella. So we've seen a couple of different brackets. But if you win, I've got us playing at 10 o'clock in the morning. 1-2 pitch here. Swinging bunt. Fielded by Lehman Webb. Not going to be in time. Ball gets away now and rolls towards the dugout. Taking second base on the play will be Sunken. So an infield single, and then the error allows Ella to go to second base. It's kind of a case of, as well, Lehman Webb, her glove came off. I think she had a hard time getting the glove off of her hand to make that little toss. So a runner at second base now for the third-place hitter, Callan Brunson. Brunson, the pitcher, chance to help her own cause here in the early going. Bang, bang play indeed. The swinging bunt. Sunken was going to be safe at first base, but then the ball got away, rolled towards the dugout, and allowed Ella to take second on the play. She's in scoring position now with with one out. I'm sorry, one gone in the inning. And again, we continue to dodge the sun. We think we're going to be okay here shortly. Now, whether the camera can dodge foul balls, that remains to be seen. Brunson takes upstairs for a ball, 1-0 on Kalen. Emily Harrell waiting in the on-deck circle for this group from Cashion.
0-0 after 4, Hobart and Dibble.
Called strike and account 1-1. And they've had a couple of tight, low-scoring affairs over there. You told us earlier that Apache got beat 1-0 in 11 innings.
Yes, sir. So pitcher's paradise down in the fairgrounds at Apache.
We've been there.
Yes.
Ground ball towards second. Lehman Webb will stab it. Flip the first for out number 2. Sunken will take third on the ground out. And there are 2 gone. And by the way, speaking of paradise, I see where Coolio, Gangster's Paradise, passing away at the age of 59. Wow.
Yep. Too young.
Yeah. Pitch downstairs for a ball. Count 1-0 on Emily Harrell. Harrell, the cleanup hitter, shortstop for Cashion. Those uniforms have got to be hot. There's a fly ball towards right and foul just outside the line, giving chase out there. For Mangum was Laramie Griffiths, and Griffins did a good job of getting there, but it kept slicing away and fortunately went foul. So the count 1-1 on Harrell. Elimination Thursday afternoon underway here on Classic Hits 97.7. Ground ball right back to Woodruss. She'll throw to first, and the inning comes to an end. So no runs in the inning for Cashion. No runs, a hit, an error, and a runner left on board. We played a half inning. Cashion nothing. Mangum coming to bat on Classic Hits 97.7.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are Great brighter together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
To be a Mangum Tiger, you need a big heart, a little grit, and a whole community of supporters. This is Lori Laughlin from the new Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We might have changed the name of the bank, but you can count on us to continue to serve you with the same devotion and quality that you've come to expect. Our Mangum Tigers and the communities we serve will always be the heartbeat of what we do. We are Cattlemen's Bank. Go Tigers!
And here we go. Mangum is set to go to work in their half of inning number 1. They held the opposition scoreless in the first. Lauren York will lead it off for the Lady Tigers here in their half of the first inning in Elimination Thursday action. First pitch on the way to Lauren. Taking for a strike. It is 0-1 on York. It'll be Lauren York, Maddie Paxson, and then Brent Woodruff here in inning number 1 for Mangum. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Off speed, and out in front. It's 1-1. Kylan Brunson is the pitcher. Reese Williams the catcher. Ella Suntken is over at first. J.C. Bradley is the second baseman. Kyla Killingsworth is at third. Emily Harrell at short. Kylie Gallagher, Story Finnegar, and Bella Ball in the outfield from left to right. Outside to Lauren, 2-1 now on York. Kelly D. Williams, stay strong. Lady Tigers, crack a bat and let's win. 2-1 pitch about to be delivered to York. Threw it by York, did Brunson, and the count level now at 2-2. So again, Lauren simply needs to shorten up here, put the ball in play. 2-2 pitch on the way from Kylan Brunson. Outside for a ball. The count full now. 3-2 on York. Mangum in their orange tops, white pants. Payoff pitch on the way from Brunson. Lifted into center field. About to get down for a base hit. And the leadoff runner aboard for Mangum here in inning number 1. So York, who led off the first ball game here today with a double down the left field line and came around to score, is aboard for Maddie Paxson. Maddie talked about her calm demeanor. See if they don't try to bunt here. Killingsworth creeping in at third. Suntken at first. York runs well. She's off with a pitch. They'll throw and got her. Great throw by Reese Williams. It was on the money. Harrell from her shortstop position slapping the tag for out number 1. So 2-6, caught stealing. The first out of the ball game, Lauren York got caught stealing. Pitch to Maddie was a ball, 1-0 on Paxson. Lifts this one high and in foul territory and trying to make the play over there. Sunken can't get it done. And that'll run the count to 1-1. Looked like that ball may be headed for out of play, but the wind pushed it back to the field of play. Sunken gave chase, but couldn't get there. And it's 1-1 on Maddie. 1 out here in the first, no score. Mangum and Cashion in an elimination softball game. 1-1 pitch on the way. Inside for a ball. And the count 2-1 on Maddie. So Paxson can look for something here. Ahead in the count. Two-one pitch. Lifted in the air towards right field, giving Chase his ball. Bella there for out number 2. Oh, no, she dropped the ball. She dropped the ball. Oh, they're saying it was on the transition. And there is yet to be a call go the way of Mangum. So the original call was out as Ball made the catch. And then the umpire said, yes, she did drop the ball, but it was when she was transitioning from the glove hand to the bare hand to throw it back in. So 2 gone. First pitch to Landry Lively, Bryn Woodruff, taken for a strike. And it's 0-1 on Bryn. 2 gone now. Oh, 1 pitch on the way to Woodruff. Pop foul and behind us, out of play. It's 0-2 on Woodruff. Bottom half of inning number 1, no score. The loser back tomorrow morning at 10 against the loser of Latta and Amber Pocasset. They'll play after this. Outside. The count 1-2 now on Woodruff. So only 1 team coming out of each region for the state tournament. One of these 2 teams are going to do that. They're going to have to go through the losers bracket. But it starts here in this Elimination Thursday ball game. Off-speed pitch. Fooled everybody, include the home plate umpire, and a level the count at 2-2. Woodruff feeling like maybe she got away with one there. 2-2 offering on the way. Popped up, shallow center field, going back and making the play out there is second baseman J.C. Bradley, and the inning will come to an end in 1-2-3 fashion. Nothing doing for Mangum in their half of the first. We'll go to the second. There is no score. Mangum and Cashion, Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Check with Chad Fox. We got an update from that regional tournament play over there at Arapahoe.
Yep. Last one after 4-0-0. So we got a couple of pitchers getting after it, it sounds like.
Talking about Hobart, of course, and Dibble.
Hobart and Dibble. Yep. Lady Demons.
Mm-hmm. Lady Demons of Dibble.
Yeah, yeah. Lady Cats. And with Apache, the host school, getting beat, that's going to be a little tussle getting out of that one.
Certainly makes it up for grabs, doesn't it?
Yep.
All right, we begin inning number 2 here. And Reese Williams will lead it off. Reese, the catcher, swings at the first pitch, takes and swings through it. Strike 1. So Williams down in the count, 0-1. Woodruff a little bit low for a ball. And that'll even the count at 1-1. 1-1 offering on the way here. Taken for a ball, 2-1. Looks like a pretty good pitch. Lindsay Miller waits in the on-deck circle. She'll be followed by Kaylee Gallagher. 2-1 pitch on the way. Grounded foul. Levels the count at 2-2. Annalise Stair-Rogers has joined us. Hello, Annalise. We'll see you tomorrow night at the Liberty Bowl. trying to corral her good friend Jennifer Warner. There is none of that. 2-2 pitch on the way here, and Brent held on to that one way too long. It sails to the backstop and runs the count full at 3-2. And we have found the shade once again, and we're happy about that because we're not locking up. Equipment gets a little bit warm in that sunshine. Payoff pitch on the way here. Ground ball towards short. Morgan will set, fire, low throw, and out at first base on a bang-bang play for out number one is Reese Williams. Good scoop over there by Alyssa Dreyer. A short hop throw, and Alyssa stayed with it the whole way for out number one. One gone now for Lindsey Miller. Miller, the flex player here this afternoon for Cashion. No score, top half of inning number two. Both clubs saw the opposition jump out to a big lead in their respective losses and could never recover. Here, this one is started off in quiet fashion. Lindsey Miller takes for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Miller. Woodruss working quickly, 0-1 offering on the way. Off the end of the bat to Lehman Webb at second. She'll flip the first for out number two. Those are the kind that you like, a little Sunday school hop that roll to you slowly. So the second out of the inning for Callie Gallagher. Callie.
Katie just texted Dibble put up a 4 spot, and it's Dibble 4, Hobart 0 after 5 from Apache.
That's what we get for talking about
Yep.
low-scoring defensive affairs. Strike one to Gallagher. She's down in the count 0-1. Callie, the left fielder for Cashion. 0-1 pitch on the way. Left it high on the infield. Calling for it is Woodruss, and Bren will make the catch. And the inning comes to an end just like that. 1, 2, 3. Nothing doing for Cashion in their half of the second. We'll go to the bottom of the frame with no score on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
All right, here we go. Bottom half of inning number two, and Mangum Lady Tigers and Lady Wildcats Cashion in the middle of a good one. Due up for Mangum, numbers 4, 5, and 6. Hadley, Zachary, Landry Lively, and Morgan White. Anybody gets on base, Holly Lehman Webb will bat here in inning number two. Zachary hit the ball hard in the 6th inning and then got robbed of at least a single, if not more, by the center fielder from Latta. And that was a difference maker. Mangum had an opportunity to post a number that inning, and they ended up getting 1 run, but that play against Zachary really changed the complexion of the inning. Hadley looks at a pitch for a ball here, 1-0 on Zachary. Brunson comes set, 1-0 pitch, called strike, and a count level at 1-1. So far, both pitchers have been around home plate, and that's always conducive to your fielders. You get a little blurry-eyed and eyes roll in the back of your head when there's a bunch of balls that are delivered. Swing and a miss here. Zachary up in the eyes, and it's 1-2. Hadley had a notion on that one. So the count 1-2 on Hadley Zachary. She leads it off here in inning number 2. 1-2 pitch upstairs for a ball. And that'll level things off at 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. Off speed, rolled into center field for a base hit. Great job by Zachary. Off-speed pitch, kept the hands back, and simply threw that one out into center field. So a leadoff single here in the second for Mangum. That'll bring Landry Lively to the plate. Lively hit the ball hard in game number 1. And was instrumental in a couple of the runs scored by Mangum in that 7-3 loss. Landry taking a long time getting the signs from Brian Bingham. Zachary at first, nobody out. Landry takes upstairs for a ball. 1-0 on Lively. Morgan White in the on-deck circle. We talked about her Kurt Schilling bloody leg. She got spiked in that first game. The first batter upstairs for a ball. They'll throw back behind Zachary, but Hadley not very far off the bag. Kelsey Travis back in the broadcast booth. Hello, Kelsey. You've joined us in the bottom half of inning number 2. No score and a runner aboard for Mangum. There's a shot into left field and sinking line drive, and the catch made by Kaylee Gallagher for out number 1. Boy, I tell you what, Landry cannot hit a ball any harder than that, but Gallagher, a nice play defensively in left field for out number 1. So here's Morgan. Had a chance to visit with her in between ball games. And again, that left shin bloody, got spiked. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. She'll throw to short for 1 to first base in time. Double play. So Zachary retired for the second out of the inning. And then they fire back to first, and the 1 to 6 to 3 double play will end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left on board. The double play took care of that. We've played a pair. There is no score. Classic Hits 97.7.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'd like to invite you to Mangum's newest retail store, Dapper 14 Boutique. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Right now, all summer clothing is on sale and fall merchandise is here. We're on Facebook and at dapyr14.com. Visit us at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Come shop Dapper 14. You'll love it.
We get ready for the top of the third inning. No score between Mangum and Cashion in an elimination bowl game here on this Thursday afternoon. It'll be Kyla Killingsworth, Bella Ball, and then back to the top of the order and Story Finnegar for Cashion. Cashion runs have been hard to come by for the Lady Wildcats. They only got one in that opening bowl game against Amber Pocasset. And through the first two, scoreless here against Mangum. And again, the winner coming back and play tomorrow morning at 10 against the loser of the ball game between Amber Pocasset and Latta, which will follow this. If there is an if game, it'll be at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Swing and a miss here. Killingsworth down in the count 0-1. Good start to the inning for Bryn Woodruss. Light wind blowing out towards right field. It has settled down and really will have little impact on anything except hit right down the right field line. Ball downstairs to Killingsworth. The count 1-1. Unkyla pops this one up on the infield and giving chase in foul territory behind the bag on the first base side. Holly Lehman-Webb for out number 1. Great job by Webb to recognize where the ball was and then go get it. Up in that brilliant sunshine, and Alyssa Dreyer at first base couldn't locate it. So Bella Ball now will step in. Ball, a rarity, a left-handed hitter. We've seen 3 on the afternoon in 2 games. Takes outside for a ball. 1-0 on Ball. Lehman-Webb, even with Woodruss from her second base position. Same story for Paxton over at third. Downstairs for a ball. 2-0. Man, you do not want to turn the lineup over. Just don't want that to happen. 2-0 pitch. Chopped foul. Good job by Paxton to get it, but she's in foul territory. 2-1 now on Ball. 1 gone here in the third between Cashion and Mangum. They've had a couple of epic battles on the basketball court in the last couple of years. 2-1 pitch. Called strike, and it's 2-2. Nice job there by Woodruss to spin that one in there. 2-2 offering on the way here. A little bit outside for ball 3, and a count full 3-2. Cashion has had 1 base runner in the ball game. This one is chopped foul behind home plate, and it'll stay full 3-2. Love the way Zachary comes out and finds the softball. Does a great job of coming out from behind home plate, gathering that up. Payoff pitch on the way here. Little chopper to White at short. Morgan going to have to hurry. High throw, and it gets away, and now on her way to second base will go Ball. She'll slide in safely. So give Bella an infield single. She takes second on the error and is scoring position with only 1 gone. Back to the top of the order we go. Story Finnegar. Finnegar fouled out her first time around. The play made by Maddie Paxton at third base. First pitch on the way to Story. Swing and a miss. She was fooled by that off-speed pitch, and a great pitch by Woodruss. Ready to pull the trigger, looking at a fastball, and Bryn got the old Harlem Globetrotter string on that one. Yanked it back. Finnegar way out in front. That one got thrown right by her, and it's 0-2 on Story. So Woodruss bearing down with a runner at second base and only 1 gone here in inning number 3. Oh-2 pitch. Nubbed towards Woodruss, and she'll bobble. It'll get away from her, and everybody going to be safe. Bren tried to backhand the ball. Got a glimpse of Ball running from second to third, and resulted in everybody being safe. Ball at third, Finnegar at first. Still just 1 gone. Here's Ellen Suntken. Ella singled her first time around, advanced all the way to third on a throwing error. Shows bunt here. They'll send the runner from third, throw back behind the runner, or runner from second, to throw behind the runner at third, but back in safely is Ball. Finnegar, by the way, at second base now. The count on Suntken, 1-0. So Ella, an opportunity here with 1 gone in the frame. Left-hander, 1-0 pitch, taken for a strike, and it's 1-1. Watch Finnegar at second base. She was awfully close to leading early before Woodruss delivered the pitch. We saw that in that first ball game with Latta. This one is fouled back to the screen. And the count on Sunken is now 1-2. And part of the deception out there on the part of Finnegar is she's actually moving. She takes a step behind the bag and is moving as the ball is being delivered. It is close. 1-2 pitch. Slap towards second. Flip the first for one, but the run will score. And it's a 1-0 ball game. So a bang-bang play there gives the RBI to Sunken. She's retired on the fielder's choice 4-3. Advancing to third is Finnegar. Ball scoring on the play, and it's 1-0. Cashion on top. 2 gone now for Brunson. Kylan grounded to second her first time around. She's 0 for 1. Takes inside for a ball, 1-0. So some small ball for this group from Cashion. Ball, the single, an infield single. Advancing on an error, coming around to score on the fielder's choice. There's a little chop to Woodruss, and the pitcher will flip it to first for out number 3, and the inning will come to an end. But not before Cashion gets on the board. 1 run on 1 hit. There are 2 errors and a runner left on board. And after 2.5, it's Cashion 1, Mangum 0. Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have 1 bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Welcome back to Latta as we go to the bottom half of inning number 3. Cashion on top 1-0. Mangum set to send to home plate Holly Lehman-Webb, Alyssa Dreyer, and Jalen Hammond. Brian Coleman has joined us, as has Emma Geralds, and some nefarious folks as well. E. coli. Holly Lehman-Webb now will step in. Webb hit the ball hard in game number 1. She sets to go to work with her club now 1-0 in the third. First pitch to Holly, taken for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Lehman-Webb. Holly stepping out, trying to break that rhythm of Brunson. Kylan's 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1 on Lehman-Webb. One pitch on the way to the second baseman. Off speed, roped into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. Good job by Webb. Kept the hands back and lined it into left field to lead off the inning with a base hit.
Dibble pulling away from Hobart. It's 6-0 Dibble, top of the 7th.
Wow. Alyssa Dreyer now steps in for Mangum, the first baseman. Batting with nobody out here in inning number 3 and a runner aboard. Wide open stands for Alyssa. Shows bunt out in front of home plate. They'll throw down to first and get Dreyer. Advancing to second on the play will be Lehman-Webb. Good sacrifice there by Alyssa. 2-3 for scoring along at home. Or
I like your version.
Okay. I just thought I'd check.
I do. I like it.
I stole it.
It's right. You're correct. Yeah, you're right.
I stole it from him.
Keith.
Because
Yeah. It's great. Those pairings on ESPN back in the day were awesome.
My goodness, I miss those so much.
You know who I miss? This is so random, and everybody's going to say who. Charlie Steiner.
Oh, yeah. Charlie was great.
God,
Yeah. And he still calls, I believe, Major League Baseball
Really?
for San
Okay.
Francisco, I think. Or maybe it's Los Angeles. But, yeah, Charlie Steiner. I mean, we're talking about guys that were on ESPN that anchored the show, and they had some good ones back in the day. 1-0 pitch all the way here. Hammond will lift it on the infield to the second baseman, and making the catch for out number 2 will be J.C. Bradley. So 2 gone, still at second base for Mangum is Holly Lehman-Webb. Yeah, but back in the days of Dan Patrick and Keith Oberman.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday Night Sports Center was just, I mean, at 10 o'clock Sunday night, I was in front of the television, had to watch it. And before that, Chris Berman. So here's Lauren York. York singled her first time around and then got caught stealing. Swing and a miss here. 0-1 on Lauren. I mean, every Sunday night during the hockey season, Dan Patrick would talk about the hockey goalie, Ron Tugnut. And then during NASCAR, 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Healthy cut there for Lauren York, and it's 0-2. His favorite NASCAR driver was Dick Trickle. We would always get an update on those two.
I got an update from one of the bosses from back home. Anyway, Shelly supposedly has fixed the our Facebook that folks can't put links in the comments to keep some of that distracting stuff from popping up.
0-2, back to the screen. It'll stay 0-2 on Lauren York. We appreciate that, Shelly.
We'll see. Those sneaky computer guys, they do all kinds of stuff.
They're nefarious, aren't they?
Yes.
0-2 pitch. Lauren takes outside for a ball, 1-2. Gutsy move there by York. That was a pretty good pitch. Lehman-Webb at second base. She represents the tying run. Mangum trailing 1-0 as we play here in inning number 3. And the 1-2 pitch to the center fielder from Mangum. Lifted foul and out of play. Back behind us, it'll stay 1-2. Talked earlier about how I'd never had done a bowl game in Latta. I had not been to Latta. Obviously, I've been to Ada a lot, but not to Latta. And the route that we got from Google Maps took us on a 2-lane turnpike, which I had no idea that those were available in the state of Oklahoma.
I didn't either.
1-2 pitch. Ooh, underneath the chin of. And I talk about selling it.
Yeah.
Lauren sold that one. You thought it was strike 3. The Cashion fans thought it was strike 3. And I think Lauren did too, but she made it seem like it went underneath the chin strap and got ball 2 out of it. 2-2 pitch on the way here. One hopper right at the shortstop. Harrell throws to first in time, and the inning will come to an end. Boy, I tell you what, Lauren hit it on the button, but a one-hop Sunday school play for shortstop Emily Harrell, and the inning will come to a close. Mangum, no runs in the frame, no runs on a hit. There were no errors, and a runner left on board. We've played 3, Cashion 1, Mangum nothing. We're Classic Hits 97.7. Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
And we welcome Mickey Lively back in the broadcast booth as we head to inning number 4. And it'll be the heart of the order due up for Cashion. It's numbers 4, 5, and 6. Emily Harrell, Reese Williams, and Lindsey Miller. Lady Cats on top 1-0 as we play here in the 4th. Just joining us earlier today, Cashion losing in the first ball game of the tournament, 12-1 to Amber Pocasset. Mangum then dropping a 7-3 decision to the host school, Latta. So this has become Elimination Thursday. First pitch to Harrell downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Emily grounded back to Bryn Woodruss her first time around. She is 0 for 1. 1-0 pitch. One hop right at Morgan. White, low throw, dug out nicely by Alyssa Dreyer for out number one. The play starts with Morgan and then ends with Alyssa, and it's out number one. Ball hit hard by Emily Harrell. And White did a nice job. And I talked earlier about that shin of Morgan White, and it is bloodied. She got spanked in the first ball game. It's that left leg, it's that plant leg, and I don't know if that maybe is affecting the throws a little bit or not. Here's one off the fist that Woodruss will catch in the air from her position for out number two. Good job by Woodruss to field her position. Reese Williams retired for the second time of the afternoon. And here's Lindsay Miller. Miller grounded to Lehman Webb. Her first time around, she's 0 for 1. Woodruss waits for Miller to get in the box, and they're trying to slow the roll there of Bryn. Fouled out a play on the right side. 0-1 on Miller.
Final from Apache, 6-1. Dibble beats Hobart, and Hobart will play Apache in about 20 minutes. An elimination game.
And again, Apache losing 1-0 in 11 innings. And who did you tell me they lost to?
Crescent.
Okay. Called strike here, and the count 0-2 on Miller. So Woodruss a pitch away from going in 1-2-3 fashion here in inning number 4. Speaking of pitchers, Sid the Kid has joined us. Hello, Sydney. Swing and a miss, and the inning does come to a close in 1-2-3 fashion. That strikeout, by the way, the first of the ball game for Bryn Woodruss. Nothing doing for Cashion in their half of the fourth. We'll go to the bottom of the frame, 1-0. Cashion on top. Classic Hits 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
Howdy, hi to Dana Winch. She says, let's go, ladies. Dana, good to have you alongside the San Afternoon Kids. Say hi to your better... Well, I'm not going to say your better half in that case. Just say hi to your other half for us, if you would. Bottom half of inning number 4 about to unfold. It'll be Maddie Paxson, Bryn Woodruss, and Hadley Zachary due up for Mangum in their half of the inning. Maddie 0 for 1, flying to right her first time around. NFL tonight, Miami Dolphins will try to stay one of the 2 undefeated teams in the National Football League, taking on the Bengals of Cincinnati. Some question as to whether Tua Tagovailoa would be playing or not for the Dolphins. He certainly has enjoyed being reunited with his former Alabama teammate, Jalen Weddle. Paxson pops it up on the infield, calling for it as the first baseman, and making the catch in foul territory is Sunken for out number 1. Good job by Ella to battle the sun. Kind of had to work her way around the first base bags as well, but made the play in foul territory for out number 1. So 1 gone for Woodruss. Bryn 0 for 1. She popped to second her first time around. Play here in the bottom of the 4th. Inside to Woodruss, taken for a ball, 1-0. Sam Powers and company. Tomorrow night, back in the Liberty Bowl, big district bowl game against the Blue Devils of Walters. We'll go on the air about 6:30, 6:35, and then kick it off at 7. Fly ball center field here. Story Finnegar, a couple of steps to her right, makes the catch for round number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Mangum in their half of the 4th. That'll bring Hadley Zachary to the plate. Zachary, been the only base runner in the ball game for. I take that back. She's been one of 2 base runners for Mangum here in the contest. 1-for-1 in the ball game. Single her first time around. Looks at the ball here, 1-0. Again, the Blue Devils and the Tigers tomorrow night, 7 o'clock from the Liberty Bowl. Classic Hits 97.7, the Facebook page at oksports.tv. Outside for a ball, 2-0 now on Hadley. Cashion fans not liking the call. Crucial ball game for Coach Powers and company. Walters undefeated overall and in the district. Mangum 2-2 on the year and 0-1 inside district play. 3-0 now on Zachary. Hadley head in the count. See if she can't get a 2-out somehow on base opportunity. Got to be taken here, don't you? 3-0, she does, ball 4. And again, the bench jockeys from Cashion to our left displeased with the call. So Hadley aboard for the second time of the afternoon. Here's Landry Lively. Lively absolutely scalded this softball her first time around, but right at the left fielder, Kaylee Gallagher, who made a nice play on a sinking line drive. Not only was it hit hard, it was sinking as well. So 2 gone. Lively has hit the ball hard all day long. Looking for some 2-out magic here in the 4th. Off-speed pitch. Landry waited, swung and missed. Ooh, and then they throw down back behind Zachary, and Hadley in by her chinny chin chin. That was close. Snap throw by Williams, and it was on the money. 0-1 now on Landry. Outside for a ball. They'll fake the throw this time. Hadley a little more cognizant of the situation. 1-1 on Landry. 2 gone here in the 4th. Runner at first. Mangum trailing 1-0. Lively takes upstairs for a ball. She is ahead in the count, 2-1. Kyla Brunson comes set, goes to work. Ground ball to short, flip to second, the inning is over. Emily Harrell to Jace Bradley for the 3rd out of the inning. So Mangum will come up empty in their half of the 4th. No runs, no hits, a walk, no errors, and a runner left on board. We played 4, Cashion 1, Mangum nothing. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
The road towards successful, lasting solutions for treatment of snoring and sleep apnea can have plenty of bumps along the way. Hello, I am Dr. Dustin Lively, and together with the rest of my team, we can lend a valuable helping hand. If you have trouble with snoring or have had a sleep study and are struggling with your prescribed therapy, call us at Easy Sleep Solutions, 580-782-2027, or go to the letters EZSleepSolutions.com.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Well, they're playing a little Footloose music over the loudspeakers here at Atlanta. May have to find my way going home through Elmore City with that as a backdrop. Austin Simmons has joined us, as has Brent Bogart. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good to have you alongside. We're headed to the 5th inning. Cashion on top, 1-0 in an Elimination Friday Bowl game. And the bottom third of the lineup due for Cashion here in the 5th. That'll be Callie Gallagher, Kyla Killingsworth, and Bella Ball. Chad Fox, Michael Barnes, good to have you alongside. Mangum lost the opener, 7-3 to Latta. Cashion got run ruled by Amber Pocasset, 12-1 in the first ball game of the tournament. Now the two teams fight for their playoff lives. Gallagher turns and looks at the home plate umpire and says, ball one, 1-0 on the left fielder. She's 0 for 1. Popped up to Woodruss her first time around. Two and 0 now. Chad, it would look like that our camera has slid right behind. There we go. Get us out of prison. 2-0 pitch. There's a called strike, and it's 2-1. I like painting the pictures, but I want the canvas to be clean.
Oh, boy.
2-1 pitch on the way. Gallagher takes downstairs for a ball. 3-1 now on Callie. And if you're Woodruss, you want to work diligently here on the bottom third of the lineup. Get out of this thing and head to the bottom half and try to get it even. 3-1 pitch on the way here. Cold ball. Oh, wow. Wow. So a leadoff walk to begin inning number 5. Gallagher with the free pass. She's at first with nobody out. And you know that Kyla Killingsworth is going to be bunting here. Hallie Zachary going to go out and have a conversation with her pitcher.
Now I'm getting text to fix the camera. Yes,
Yeah.
I just fixed it. Sorry, apologize.
Kelly D. Williams says, fence is blocking the camera. Yes, it was.
Oh, boy.
Many hats that Chad Fox wears as the producer, engineer, camera operator, commercial player.
Custodian, yeah.
Head bottle washer.
Yeah, exactly.
And in between innings, sells popcorn. So a runner at first and nobody out here in inning number 5 for Cashion. Killingsworth showing bunt, pulls the bat back. They'll throw back behind the runner. And back in safely is Gallagher. The count 1-0 on the batter, Kyla Killingsworth. She's 0 for 1. Actually fouled out to shortstop, or to second rather, her first time around. So Woodruss had asked for a new softball and then changed her mind. See what Kyla does here. Shows bunt, puts it down in front of home plate. Woodruss will throw to first. The ball gets away from her, goes down the right field line. And I believe we've got a dead ball situation. Let's see. So a foul ball will be the call, as they say that the ball rolled off the foot of Killingsworth, and that'll level the count at 1-1. Bit of a break there for, not a bit of a break, big break there for Mangum. That had some disaster written on it. By the way, how about Laramie backing up in right field? What a great heads-up play by her. Bunting through that one is Killingsworth. She's down in the count now 1-2. A lot of times you fall asleep out there in right field on those infield plays, but Laramie did not. She was backing up the play all the way. This one is foul to the right side, and the count will say 1-2 on Killingsworth. Bella Ball, who singled her first time around, waits in the on-deck circle. Gallagher at first. Nobody out here in inning number 5. 1-0 lead for Cashion. Elimination Thursday afternoon. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. They'll throw back behind the runner. Back safely will be Gallagher. 1 gone. Killingsworth on the strikeout. And strikeout, the second of the ball game now for Woodruss. So Ball, the left-hander, steps in blazing speed. Down, reached on the infield single, and then Mangum threw the ball around, and she eventually came around to score. Bang, bang play here, and well done as retired Bella Ball. 5-3 for the second out of the inning. Advancing to second, Gallagher. Back to the top will go Story Finnegar. By the way, speaking of heads-up plays and defensive plays and backing up and paying attention, Good job by Morgan White to go over and cover third base and ensure that Gallagher did not try to take off for third after the play at first. Pitch to Story Finnegar down in the dirt, 1-0. Story fouled out her first time around, reached on an error in the third. She's officially 0 for 2. Play here in the fifth. Called strike, and it's 1-1. Good pitch by Woodruss. That had some giddy up on it. So 1-1 on the leadoff hitter, Finnegar. She also plays center field. Mangum trying to get out of the inning. Off speed and holding on to it too long as that one sailed high. Woodruss 2-1. Runner at second, 2 gone here in the fifth. Pitch to Finnegar, back to the screen. And that'll level the count at 2-2. You get tickled. There's a couple of young men that have sat here all afternoon running a camera, and I think maybe they were nodding off a little bit, and that ball came back to the screen, and it woke them up in a hurry. So 2-2, Deuce is wild here. 2-2, 2 out. Fly ball center field right at Lauren York for out number 3. Finnegar put bat on ball, but Lauren there to make the play for the third out of the inning. So Cashion will come up empty in the fifth. No runs. There was a walk, no hits, a runner left on board, no Mangum errors. We've played 4.5, 1-0. Cashion in front of Mangum. Classic Hits 97.7.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Well, 2 of my favorites for a long time, and I've known them for a long time since they were little bitty, Brent Woodruss and Landry Lively. For some reason, stood next to one another during the half-inning break and saluted me. So I salute you too, young ladies, although they broadened their feet out. They not pigeon-toed, but the opposite. I'll have to get some clarification what that was all about because I have been notoriously pigeon-toed my entire life. I appreciate the salute, though, young ladies. Thank you. Morgan White steps in. White rolled into a double play. Her first time around, she's 0 for 1. Morgan fouls that one out of play, and the count on White 1-1. Morgan will be followed by Holly Lehman-Webb and then Alyssa Dreyer as we play here in inning number 5. Cashion leading 1-0. The play for Cashion is 3:19. That one's fouled out of play. It'll stay 1-2 now on Morgan White. She says that, and I think of Hey 19. Steely Dan, if you will. 1-2 now, the count on Morgan. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Brunson fields her position, fires to first, and there's one gone. Morgan hit it hard, but one hopper right at the pitcher. So one gone for Holly Lehman-Webb. Holly got on board her first time around, singled to left. Bats here with one gone in the fifth. Takes a strike at his own one on Holly. Mangum bench making some noise for one of the first times of the afternoon. Pitch outside here for a ball. The count level on the Mangum second baseman, 1-1. They have really gotten boisterous over there. Holly asking for time, gets it, now steps in. 1-1 pitch. Had a good cut. Fouled it back over behind us, and it's 1-2. We can hear Coach tell her to keep that elbow up, and she had a good swing, but again, dropping that elbow down, and that's why fouled it off. One gone here in the fifth, in the bottom half of the frame. 1-2 pitch on the way. Outside on the fastball, 2-2. Victory returns Mangum tomorrow morning at 10 in an elimination ball game, and a loss means that the cleats are replaced by basketball shoes. Lehman Webb goes upstairs and fouls off a pretty good pitch, and the count stays level at 2-2 on Holly. Coach Mangum, of course, the basketball coach, and most of these kids that are playing softball, we will see on the hardwood over the winter, but want to prolong that as long as possible. Foul tip. Boy, I tell you what, Lehman Webb, great job there. She was fooled on the off-speed pitch. Had sold the shoulders out, the hips, but was able to keep the hands back long enough just to get a piece of it. Foul it back to the screen. It'll stay 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way here. I'll tell you what, battling up there is Holly Lehman Webb. She refuses to give in. Of course, her father is our boss at the Department of Human Services. We know what a tenacious gentleman he is, and mom as well, so no surprise that Holly is a battler. Takes outside for a ball here, 3-2. So Lehman Webb now has run the count full. Brunson really distracted by Lehman Webb. Pops it up on the infield, and Killingsworth is there to make the catch at third for round number 2. So even though she pops out, that's a good at bat for Holly Lehman Webb. But you can see the frustration for Kylan Brunson. Lehman Webb stepping out, slowing the pace, disrupting the rhythm of Brunson. Brunson, in the end, victorious in that battle. So 2 gone now for Dreyer. Alyssa 0 for 1 in the ball game. Laid down a sacrifice, so actually no official at bat. She was retired 2-3 on that sacrifice. Bats here with 2 gone. Hits one towards second base. Bradley will field and throw in time to get the out. Mangum will go empty here in the 5th. 1, 2, 3, they are retired in order. We'll go to the 6th. Cashion on top 1-0. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
To be a Mangum Tiger, you need a big heart, a little grit, and a whole community of supporters. This is Lori Laughlin from the new Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We might have changed the name of the bank, but you can count on us to continue to serve you with the same devotion and quality that you've come to expect. Our Mangum Tigers and the communities we serve will always be the heartbeat of what we do. We are Cattlemen's Bank. Go Tigers!
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
6th inning about to unfold here on Classic Hits 97.7 on the Facebook page and also on oksports.tv. As it'll be Ella Sunken, Caleb Brunson, and Emily Harold who up for Cashion in their half of the 6th. Sunken singled her first time around and then was retired on a fielder's choice back in inning number 3. She is 1 for 2, takes a pitch for a ball, and it's 1-0 on Ella. Left-handed hitter, 1 of 2 in the lineup for Cashion here this afternoon. Leans away from a fastball, 2-0 now on Ella. Plenty of sunshine and blue sky, a little bit of a breeze, and just a glorious afternoon. 2-0 pitch. That is a foul ball down the third base line. 2-1. Sunken kind of chopping wood at that one, and lucky for Mangum, it had a little bit of a slice to it. Otherwise, that's going to be trouble down in the corner. 2-1 pitch. That one's trouble. Right back up the middle. Boy, Sunken sat on that one and ripped it up the middle for a base hit. Leadoff runner aboard here in the 6th for Cashion. Colin Brunson will step in. Brunson 0 for 2. She's grounded out twice. Got a chance to help herself here. Brunson, of course, the starting pitcher for Cashion. Third place hitter. So a runner aboard with nobody out, and again, in one of those things, in a tight ball game, 1-0, you got your heart of your order up. Do you bunt here? Do you sacrifice? Do you give up and out? Paxson in at third. They do show bunt. Ball going to get back to the screen and then bounce away all the way almost to third base, and easily taken second is Sunken. She's in scoring position now with nobody out. Talked about it earlier. It's concrete around the backstop, but there are some angles, and if the ball hits and spins as it did there, then it's going to roll away. So dangerous play there. Sunken had thoughts about third. 1-0 pitch. Upstairs for ball. The count 2-0 on Brunson. Brunson, if nothing else, wants to put the ball in play on the right side and allow that runner, Sunken, to get to third base. Nobody out here in the 6th. She tries to go the opposite way, fouls it out of play. 2-1 now on Kylan. Kylan stepping out and trying to slow the rhythm there of her opposite number. Off-speed pitch. Boy, Mangum fans wanted it. Not going to get the call. And the count on Brunson now 3-1.
When you're a pitcher, you have to act like that doesn't faze you, but you know what's going on inside.
Oh, yeah. And Bryn's not one of those that hides her emotions.
Yeah.
That one's foul on the right side. And the count full 3-2.
Yeah, she's had a long day. She's been busy.
She has been, but it just kills me the essence of youth in between ball games. She's running around with a couple little kids and hopping in and out of the stands, and the old man walking slowly and gingerly so I don't pull anything. She got on cleats, jumping out of the stands onto the concrete. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
As I said, the essence of youth.
Do want to mention all of our thoughts with the folks in Florida, huh?
Yeah, and a couple of times I've thought of that, and something has occurred. Boy, that is
just
a
terrible
monster storm. That just, they talk about how quickly it regained strength once it got out over the Gulf and just inundated the state with rainfall. I've read reports where people said they woke up where streets were yesterday. There are now rivers.
I was glued to the Weather Channel yesterday, and all the folks that were reporting had on their baseball helmets.
Yeah.
Which,
yeah.
And I think one of them actually did get hit by a tree branch. But anyway, that's tragic to say the least.
Ball 4 delivered to Brunson. She's aboard. Nobody out. And here's Emily Harrell. And I appreciate them, the Jim Cantoris of the world. They're out there in the middle of that stuff. But I wonder why. I mean,
the poor cameraman was just wiping off the camera lens every
Oh,
10
yeah.
seconds. He was trying to. The shot was getting flooded and blurry. Anyway, they're out there getting after it, but so many folks either decided not to leave or couldn't leave, and just got to think about all the folks that, like the elderly and the nursing homes and all those folks that just have to depend on folks to get them out of there.
Well, I was going to say, and
hospitals.
And the loss of power.
Yes.
1-0 pitch here. That is a foul ball.
Hey, we got a call.
1-1. Well,
you're saying it wasn't that close.
No, it went over the orange bag, and the orange bag's in foul territory. Right. And that's kind of an easy call there, I think. I don't mean to dispute you, but.
No. These guys have been out here for a long time, too. But it's been nice. The weather's perfect, man. It is awesome.
Yeah. April Gerald, she'd make that call. Well, that was in the eyes of Harrell, and I'll tell you what, Emily hit that ball hard. That was tomahawk chop right there, and boy, if that gets fair, that's a problem. It's a foul ball. And the count on Harrell now is at 1-2. Runners at first and second. Still nobody out in the sixth.
We're hugging the line out there and right, too. So.
Yeah. Cashion on top. 1-0. You can tell Harrell is trying to go that way. She's waiting for the ball to travel about as deep as it can. You talked about Laramie out there. She is on the line and right. Meantime, Lauren straight away in center field. So, well, I tell you what, if Harrell finds that gap, look out. Off-speed pitch. How about that? For Brent Woodruss for out number one. And Woodruss, a little bit of a message at the end of that. She kind of had a little stare down there. So one gone now for Reese Williams. Reese, first pitch swinging, foul. And it's 0-1 on Reese. Williams 0 for 2. She is grounded out and is popped out. So runners at first and second. One gone here in the sixth. Cashion on top, 1-0. No, April, I was saying you do an excellent job of officiating from the stands. I was giving you credit, props, as it were. Time taken here. Hadley asked for that and got it. Sunken at second, Brunson at first, one gone. A bunt fielded by Woodruss, who fires to Lehman Webb, covering for the second out. Advancing to third is Sunken. To second base is Brunson. So a sacrifice, 1-4, becomes the second out of the inning. And here's Lindsey Miller. Miller 0 for 2. She's grounded out and struck out. But what happens here is the pressure gets to be a little bit tighter on Hadley Zachary behind the dish. She got to make sure she keeps everything out in front. Swing and a miss here. Miller down on the count 0-1. So Miller steps out, regroups, and here comes Woodruss. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. So Brent, a pitch away from getting out of an inning that started with runners at first and second and nobody out, and then second and third with one out. And again, Miller will step out, regroup. Woodruss, 0-2 offering on the way. Ground ball foul on the first base line. It'll stay 0-2. Mangum and Cashion. This is as good as you would think. Elimination ball game. Upstairs for a ball. The count is 1-2. Off speed, sails upstairs, and the count level at 2-2. So Woodruss, who started off 0-2, has seen Miller battle back and run the count even at 2-2. Runners at second and third, 2 gone in the sixth. Woodruss trying to close the door right now. 2-2 pitch on the way. Fouled off a pretty good pitch there by Brin. Miller will stay alive. And I think she's got her set up for the off-speed pitch, but you've got to be able to throw it for a strike. So Miller steps back in. She is the flex player for Cashion. And again, 2-2 pitch on the way from Woodruss. Nubbed foul. And the battle continues. Neither willing to budge. Miller and Woodruss. We talk about the tenseness of this ball game and what is at stake. And I'll tell you what, this is at bat is a perfect example. Again, a great pitch by Woodruss, and again, Miller fouling it off. Two-two. Miller and Woodruss. Kind of like everybody else is not out there right now. It's just those two. 1-on-1, 2-2 pitch. And she did come with the off speed, and she did have Miller out in front, but Lindsay laid off a pitch that strayed high and outside. So now the count is full. Who gives in? Payoff pitch. Ground ball to Morgan White at short. White sets, throws, and the inning is over. Good job by Morgan to make the play for out number 3. So Cashion comes up empty in the 6th. No runs. There was a hit, a walk, and 2 runners left on board. We have played 5.5, 1-0. Cashion in front of Mangum on Classic Hits 97.7.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Numbers 9, 1, and 2 due up for Mangum in their half of inning number 6. That'll be Jalen Hammond, Lauren York, and Maddie Paxson. Jalen 0 for 1. She popped out to second base her first time around, and very appropriately on the loudspeakers, they're playing the Bee Gees and Staying Alive. One of these two teams trying to advance to a 10 o'clock game tomorrow morning and do just that, stay alive. First pitch swinging, foul and out of play. Hammond down in the count 0-1. Cashion scored a run in the 3rd. That is it. And then they go with 3:19 again. We were at a Steely Dan concert one time. A young man came up to me and said, as the pitch is being delivered, fouled out of play, 0-2. There was a T-shirt being sold that had hay on the back and a number 19, and he said, "Sir, what does that mean?" I said, "Young man, that means your rock and roll card has been revoked." 0-2 now on a Hammond. Jalen trying to get something started for Mangum in the 6th. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. 1 gone here in the 6th inning. Hammond retired, and here comes Lauren York. Lauren 0 for 2. Check that, 1 for 2. She singled in the 1st and then got caught stealing and grounded out to end the 3rd. Good afternoon to Courtney Parker, who has joined us. So Lauren will dig in. Her club down 1-0, bottom half of inning number 6. Elimination Thursday from Latta. First pitch swinging. High fly ball, left field. Gallagher sets underneath it and makes the catch for out number 2. Just missing it was Lauren. Just got underneath it a bit. So 2 gone now for Maddie Paxson. Paxson 0 for 2. She is flying to right and fouled to first. 2 gone in the 6th. Paxson digging in. Here's the pitch. Fouled back to the screen. 0-1 on Paxson. And as the hour grows late, Mangum expanding their strike zone. It's a pitch that probably is out of the zone. But again, trying to make something happen offensively. Maddie took a hack at it anyhow. 0-1 pitch on the way here. Off speed. Bounces in front of the plate. And the count level at 1-1. Boy, if you're Mangum, base runner any way you can. 1-1 pitch, rolled on the ground to second. Throw to first. In time, and the inning is over. So Mangum goes in 1-2-3 fashion in the 6th. We've played 6. Cashion 1, Mangum nothing. Classic Hits 97.7.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
Well, here we go. Top of the 7th inning. Mangum and Cashion. Elimination Thursday. And 6 outs left in this one. It'll be the bottom third of the lineup for Cashion. As Kaylee Gallagher will lead it off. She'll be followed by Kyla Killingsworth and then Bella Ball. And apparently we're going to get a substitution. And we will get a pinch hitter, Mackie Roper. Mackie Roper will bat for Gallagher.
Apache on top of Hobart 1-0 after 2.
And again, that is an elimination ball game for the Lady Cats over there at Apache. Hobart beaten earlier today by Dibble. And Crescent surprised Apache, the top seed in the tournament. That's why those two teams are in an elimination ball game. Paula Lively says, let's go Lady Tigers. So Roper will step in. Right-handed hitter. Katie Bowen Carney has joined us. Called strike, and it's 0-1 on Roper. Katie and the rest of you, we can tell you we're in the top of the 7th inning. Cashion on top 1-0 in an elimination bowl game here in Latta. 0-1 pitch. Called strike 2. And frankly, that is not one that Bryn Woodworth has been getting most of the day, and she just kind of looked over to the bench and said just that to the Brain Trust from Mangum. She said, but I'll take it. 0-2 offering on the way here. Swing and a miss. Gone on strikes is Roper. 1 up, 1 down in the 7th for Cashion. I'll say hi to Amanda Augustine. Good afternoon, Amanda. Good to have you alongside. Here's Kyla Killingsworth. She's 0 for 2. She is fouled out and struck out. 1 gone in the 7th. Woodruss goes to work downstairs for a ball. 1-0. Bella Ball scored the only run of the ball game back in inning number 3. She will bat next. Swing and a miss, and the count level at 1-1 on Killingsworth. She's scheduled to bat next. We may see someone hit for her. Swing and a miss. Killingsworth late on that fast pitch. And it's 1-2. Woodruss would love to get another strikeout here. Bryn with 3 in the ball game. And 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 here in the 7th. This one's popped up on the infield. Lehman Webb will make the catch at second base for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the 7th for Cashion. And we talked about Bella Ball. Ball stepping in. Has scored the only run of the ball game. First pitch swinging, ball. Fouls it. It's 0-1 on Bella. She singled and scored in the 3rd. Grounded out in the 5th. Is 1 for 2. I want to say hi to Amanda Johnson, who has joined us. Top half of inning number 7. 0-1 pitch. Slap foul towards the Cashion dugout, and it's 0-2. Boy, if you're Woodruss, you really want to obviously shut them down here. Don't want to turn that lineup over and keep it a 1-run ball game headed to the bottom of the 7th. She's ahead in the count, 0-2, facing the 9th place hitter. Thinking about it and not swinging is Ball, and it's 1-2 on Bella. Mangum not convinced that Ball won't try to bunt her way aboard, as Lehman Webb is even with the pitcher at second. This one's popped up, giving chase. Zachary can't get there. Good effort by Hadley as she bangs into the fence. And it's 1-2 on Ball. Paxson has creeped in at third base as well. In fact, the entire infield is in. Morgan White, shallow at shortstop as well. The only player at normal depth will be Zachary over at first, or Dreyer over at first. So the count 1-2 now on the 9th place hitter. Ball takes downstairs, levels the count at 2-2. Thing about Bella, not only does she run well, but again, keep in mind she's batting from the left side of the plate and has that extra step or two coming out of the box. So it puts pressure on the infield, one of the reasons why you've seen them move in. Called strike 3, and the inning will come to an end. The backwards K, and the inning is over. Cashion retired in order in the 7th. We'll go to the bottom half. Mangum needs 1 to stay alive. They trail 1-0. Classic Hits 97.7.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the 7th inning. Couldn't ask for anything better than this right now. After Brent Woodruss, she'll lead it off. Her club down 1-0. Hadley Zachary and Landry Lively do up in the inning as well. On the afternoon, Woodruss has popped out twice. Once to second, once to center. Woodruss, an opportunity here to get things started in the 7th. Mangum down to their final 3 outs. First pitch on the way to Woodruss. Lifted on the infield towards second, making the play in shallow right field for out number one will be J.C. Bradley. So one pitch, one out. Woodruss retired. That'll bring Zachary to the plate. Hadley singled in the second, walked in the fourth. Been on board both times, 1-for-1 officially. First pitch to Hadley. Downstairs for a ball, 1-0 on Hadley. Landry Lively, who has hit the ball hard, waits in the on-deck circle. Would love to hit with somebody on board. 1-0 pitch, called strike, and the count level at 1-1. So 1-1 on Zachary. One offering on the way. Upstairs for a ball. The count 2-1 on Hadley. Zachary digs in, goes to work against Brunson. Off speed, outside for a ball. 3-1. The Cashion fans looking for a call and not going to get it. Brunson goes to work. 3-1, Zachary. Called strike on the inner half. The count full at 3-2. So Hadley can't be overly selective here. Pam Simmons has joined us for the broadcast. Hello, Pam. Payoff pitch, ball 4, and on base for the third time in the ball game is Hadley Zachary. She's at first with one gone. Represents the tying run. Landry Lively. 0 for 2. Smoked one to left her first time around. And was retired on a nice play by Gallagher out and left. And then hit a one-hop shot right at Emily Harold, who flipped to second for the final out of inning number 4. First pitch taken for a strike. And it's 0-1 on Landry. I think Landry had the the take call there and was not happy about it. Killingsworth in at third. In at first is Sunken. 0-1 pitch outside for a ball. 1-1. Lively representing the game-winning run for Mangum. Potential game-winning run. One gone here in the bottom of the 7th inning. This one's popped up on the infield in foul territory. Sunken giving chase, bobbled it, and made it a catch a second time for out number 2. She caught it once, popped out of her glove, and she caught it a second time in foul territory for the second out of the inning. So now it's Morgan White's turn. White with a bloody shin. Batting with 2 gone here in inning number 7. Runner at first base and a swing and a miss. Hadley Zachary still at first. White rolled into a double play to end the second. Grounded back to the pitcher in the 5th. She's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Got spiked in inning number 1 of our first contest. And has a bloody leg to show for it. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Out in front of the off-speed pitch. And it's 0-2. Zachary at first. Mangum trying to keep their softball season alive right now. 0-2 pitch on the way here. Swing and a miss. And the ball game is over, and the season comes to an end for Mangum. Morgan White, the final batter of the 2022 fast pitch campaign, as Cashion wins a tight one here this afternoon. 1-0. We're back to wrap it up after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'd like to invite you to Mangum's newest retail store, Dapper 14 Boutique. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Right now, all summer clothing is on sale and fall merchandise is here. We're on Facebook and at dapyr14.com. Visit us at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Come shop Dapper 14. You'll love it.
Congratulations to Cashion. They win it by a final score of 1-0 in an elimination ball game that was everything it should be, except for Mangum winning the contest, as the Lady Tigers could not manage any runs here this afternoon. Had some opportunities, couldn't take advantage of it, and again they lose it by a final score of 1-0. And in a season that was kind of an unknown for the Lady Tigers, I think they made a pretty strong statement as to where they will be. They're a young ball club. They've got a couple of seniors, but they are a young ball club, and they will make noise for the next couple of years. But again, Coach Brian Bingham and his club lose it by a final score of 1-0, and the season will come to a close. Chad Fox and I will be back in the broadcast booth tomorrow evening over at the Liberty Bowl as we get set for district action. Walter's coming to town. Ball game that kicks at 7 o'clock. We'll go on the air at about 6:35, 6:40 tomorrow afternoon and evening. So again, congratulations to the Mangum Lady Tigers on a fantastic season, although it came up short here in Latta, losing first to the host school 7-3, and then the elimination bowl game to Cashion by a final score of 1-0. For Chad Fox, I'm Michael Barnes. Thanks for joining us along the Fox Radio Network on Classic Hits 97.7.